What's up, y'all? Just live surprise. I don't go live too much. I was just like seeing how everybody was doing out there. They should bring it more public, right? They're like, he's going live, y'all. One person come on here, man. Just say what's good. Not two people. Hey, how you doing, guys? Welcome. It was just a random live. I was like, let me just go live, see if anybody's out there at the moment. Anybody's awake. It's a Sunday, so a lot of y'all probably sleeping or hanging out with the family, which you're supposed to do. Hi. Welcome. How's everybody doing on this Sunday? I know everybody's lives always like live and have music and stuff, huh? Maybe I should put some music on. You have any questions, let me know. I came on here without a plan, to be honest. I was like, let me just go live, see if anybody's hanging out on a Sunday. Or am I the only one on here? These things do. Fill up people's time, and I'm gonna just say when I'm gonna go live. I'll probably go live on TikTok right now. See what's going on TikTok. Hmm. You can share your own? Share with who? Ah, I didn't know you can do that. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome in, wherever you are. You have any questions, let me know. I'm just hanging out on a Sunday. How's everybody's Sunday out there? How y'all doing? Y'all good? Good. Oh man. Welcome, y'all saying. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. It was just like a random live. I didn't even plan this. I was like, you know what, let me just go live, see if anybody even shows up on my live thing and see if anybody has any questions that, I can help them with or just to say hi on Sunday. Hopefully everybody's having a beautiful Sunday day. It's afternoon already, right? Over here it's 3 p.m. I am from the USA. Florida. I'm from Florida. Where are you from? Can you hear me okay? Cause I got this mic on, so I don't know if y'all can hear me clearly or not. Yeah, let me know. Oh, Indonesia. Oh, beautiful country. Welcome. Welcome everybody that's on here. My three whole people. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you. Next time I'm gonna let y'all know though when I go live. That way I kind of expect it, and have your questions ready if y'all have any, or just to come say what's up, say hi, hello, how you doing? That's it. Hello, Anna. Welcome. Thank you for coming on here. I ain't got nothing important to say. I just came on here just to say how everybody was doing. But let me see if anybody pops on my little live thing or not. So, y'all here, thank you. What y'all doing this Sunday? You can tell what I'm doing. I'm working. What y'all doing? Y'all can say hi. I'm not mean. Or am I? I'm just kidding. I'm not. Where's everybody from? Whoever's on here. It says I got 5 people on here. Who's on here? Where y'all from? What time is it? Yeah, I'm working. I'm good. Thank God. Sí, estoy bien. Gracias a Dios. Yep. Healthy, happy. That's it. Hello. Hi, Gas. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I feel bad. Is it Gas Nation? Not that I feel bad, but you know. Hi, welcome. How's everybody's day today? Can y'all hear me okay? Because I got this little mic on, so I don't know if I'm talking too loud or not loud enough. Um, y'all let me know because I don't want to be yelling either. I'm used to yelling, you know what I'm saying? I work with patients all day and they're mostly older, so I gotta yell at them. I'm here to do your X-ray. What? You know, so I'm always yelling. Boston, okay. Never been to Boston. I've always lived in Florida, man. I'm a Florida guy, so I've always lived in Florida. Go to Texas, but never been to Boston. How is Boston now? Is it cold? Because I know that Boston is known for being cold and stuff. That's what I was just asking. Florida's hot, either hot or it's rainy. It's cold once in a while. 70 is nice. I think in Florida right now we're like at, I ain't gonna lie to you, probably during the day is like 85, maybe 90. Might be lying. I'm always working too, bro. So I'm always in the AC, so I'm always cold. But I know it's like at least it feels like when I go outside it's like 85, 90. I don't know, something like that. Boca Raton, all right, that's what's up. All right, you close to home then. Yeah, I live in South Florida too. It's been raining over there. I think it was raining outside too. When I got to work this morning, it was raining. So, we got the bipolar weather, either it's raining, hot, or raining and hot. And that's it. Or we got a hurricane coming. That's the kind of Florida weather we get. Praying we don't get no crazy hurricane weather this year though, man. Can't afford it. It's too expensive, man. All the repairs, getting everything ready. Nah, we don't want none of that. So any of you guys in the medical field or thinking about getting in the medical field or y'all just hanging out? I saw this guy on here, be like, let me go see what he doing because he looks bored. Let me go talk to him. Massachusetts. I need to travel more, man. I wish I could travel more. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I work too much. I work too much. I got bills. It's kind of hard to always travel, but I need to get out there more. But I say I never go live on here. I should go live more on here to answer questions, honestly. But I don't know. I'm be honest with you. I kind of forget to go live on YouTube. Like I just make YouTube videos and I post shorts and I post videos and I honestly forget that you can go live. And I know it sounds dumb, but I forget you can go live on these platforms. I'm like, you know what? And start going live even more. So if I pop up here randomly, just come say hi. Don't leave me hanging. At least they check me out. I got like 2 or 3 people to come in and leave. And he's boring. Bye. It's because I ain't got a party going on in the back. But I should. Thank you for the likes too. I got 6 likes on here in 10 minutes. It's not bad. 6 likes in 10 minutes. Whoever's on here, man, you have any questions about any kind of radiology or anything, just let me know. I gladly try to help you, or any kind of medical field at that. I've been doing X-ray and CT for 15 years, man. I know a lot. I've seen a lot. Um, I'm RT certified, radiology, of course, bachelor's in management, certified barber. I don't cut, but I got a license. I got a question. Hello, good afternoon. What do you think about a part-time X-ray program, classes evenings and clinicals on the weekends? I think it's actually a good program. As long as it's a legit program, as long as it's AART certified, that it's fine. I think a part-time program probably takes probably 3 years. Um, but as long as it's a certified program, it's a good program. Doesn't matter how long it takes you. It's the journey, man. To be honest, everybody's like, oh, I can't wait to be a tech and make money and this and that. Which don't get me wrong, it's fun. But I honestly had more fun when I was in school, when I was in class, like hanging out with my classmates. Like stressing over, passing this test, passing that test. So it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. It's the journey that gets you there that's actually the fun part, to be honest. Waiting to go back to college. I'm 41. Am I too old to start from the bottom? And is it no, man. It's never too late, bro. Never, never too late. Actually, you're still young, man. And you know what? I see a lot of my students come in when they're older that they're more dedicated and they last with the program. Whatever program they go into, radiology, nursing, whatever you decide to do. What happens when you get older is like you're more focused and you don't have time for the BS. You know what I'm saying? So when you set yourself to go to school, you're dedicated, so that means that you're gonna be more motivated to finish. All these young kids that go straight into college, some make it, but a lot of them don't because they think, oh, it's easy. We press a button, we don't do nothing. But no, it's not that easy, and they'll find out, and then they're one of the ones that don't make it in the end. But no, it's never too late, man. Could you just patch your prerequisites? What do you mean? You mean just pass it like with a C and then try to get into the program? Sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, it depends what school you go to. Of course, if you go to a state college, then they pick all the top tier students, the A's, the B's, and what you got on your test and experience. Um, but if you go to state college and get C's, that's what you mean. You get C's and you transfer those to a private college. It don't matter. Everybody gets in a private college. Thank you, Gas Nation. I appreciate you. Have a blessed day. Thank you for stopping by. Um, Shadow Gaming, Brian, ain't gonna lie to you. I'm so sorry. I'm so confused. Um, so just abroad. If you're gonna go to the radiology program, the radiology program has their own prerequisites that you need to take in order to get in there. I don't know if that's what you mean because they have anatomy one, anatomy two, college algebra. I think medical terminology, statistics, possibly. So long as you pass those classes that the RT program is asking you, then you should be fine. Other than that, I'm sorry if I'm not answering your question. I just kind of don't understand it. Alex, yes, I guess the higher grades, the better. If you go to a state college, now, if you go to a private college, then really it don't matter as long as you pass, you'll get in. But you know what's better than just getting A's on your classes, man, is bringing experience. Like, what kind of experience are you bringing to the table, right? And what I mean by that is like, if you don't have no medical experience and you try to get into the program, there's a big chance that they're going to pick somebody that has a little medical experience before they pick you. And that could be anything. That could be like a transporter at the hospital. That can be a not medical assistant, but like when you go to the ER, like I don't know what the proper name. I guess receptionists, something like that, like ER registration people like that know a little bit about the medical field. If you bring a little bit about medical knowledge, there's a big chance you can get into the program faster than somebody that has really good grades and they never have no medical experience. So that will kind of be the icebreaker. Salman, you have a complete diploma in radiology. How can you find a job? It depends where you're coming from, my friend. If you come from another country and you're trying to come to the USA to get a radiology job, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. I know it sounds harsh and it's bad, but it's not gonna happen. If you're gonna come to the States, to the United States to work, you have to go through a United States program, and you have to go to school again and go through an ART J-cert accredited program in order for you to work here as an X-ray tech. Oh, shadow. Oh, community college is fine, bro. If you're trying to get into any medical field, whether it's radiology, whether it's nursing, what I suggest for you to do is to go talk to your advisor. Or you don't even have to talk to your advisor, bro. Go to your school, look up the radiology tech program, look at the prerequisites. When you go on a website, or even when you go to school, they should have like brochures and papers that tell you, and that's going to tell you what classes you need in order to get into the radiology program. So if you're taking classes right now that aren't for their X-ray program, then stop taking them and start taking the classes that you need for that program. It should tell you. It should have a list of classes you need to take. Oh, okay, so you're from Texas. That's what's up, bro. You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't. A lot of students or a lot of people are trying to like they try to pre-study and try to be like, okay, well, how can I get prepared? You can't, you just really can't get prepared for that, man. The only thing I can tell you is to go committed, dedicated, and consistent. That's all you can do. You got to show up in class every day on time. You got to stay focused when you're in class. Take notes. If you had to take a recorder to record the session, record it. But that's all you can do. Don't try to pre-game it, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna overstudy and you're gonna study all this other crap, excuse me, all this other stuff that you don't need. So just follow the curriculum, go to school day one and start from there. Start fresh and just be ready to just give it your 100, man, because you're gonna see when you start, there's gonna be like probably 10, 15 people that start with you, and probably only 5 or 6 make it, because it's not an easy program. So don't try to pre-game anything, man. Just go in it, just full focused. Anytime, Alex, man. And it's never too late. Whatever you choose to do is never too late. Whether it's radiology, whether it's nursing, whether it's. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. If I had the chance to go over back to school, I think I will go for PTA. I've always been fascinated with PTA, maybe because I'm from the outside looking in. But physical therapy assistant is also a pretty cool job in my opinion. So look into that, man. Just you know, those are my top three though: radiology, nursing, and PTA. My pleasure, man. Anytime. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys. If you're on here, you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to it. Watch videos. I try to drop when I can. And if you need any suggestions, like be like, hey man, can you make a video about this? I'll do it. Sometimes I need your guys' comments and your feedback in order for me to give you better content. So yeah, let me know what y'all need from me, and I got y'all. But any medical career you choose to go to right now is a great time, because everything is so short staffed. Everything's so short staffed. And you there's no shortage of jobs. You will always have a job regardless. Right here in Florida, man, in South Florida, we have a couple of companies that are giving fresh new students out of school $25,000 sign-on bonuses, even ones up to $50,000 sign-on bonuses, and the starting pay is like 30 to 35 an hour, and that's not counting like differential pay, which is evening pay, weekend pay, overnight pay. So there's money to be made. If you're looking for the money, there's money to be made. If you're looking for happiness, I mean, I'm not unhappy, but just because you make decent money don't mean you're always happy. And then not that I'm sad, but it's not an easy job, man. Like radiology is a tough job, nurse is a tough job, so I guess, choose wisely. San Diego, what's going on? No, man, it's not hard, bro. It's not hard to learn new equipment, man. Like, yeah, you adjust because, working in hospitals are always buying like new portable machines, new CT machines, new software for the computer, like how to document and stuff. Like, nah, you just have to understand that apart about the job, and you have to understand you have to be open-minded to know that things can change from one day to the next, and you just have to like learn to grow with the times, and that's it. But it's not hard, man. It's easy. Once you know one machine, you know all of them, because everything is the same concept. So nah, it's not hard, Alex. Alex, it depends, man. Again, what are you trying to go for? Anything that you can do sooner, just get it done. This is what I tell my people, well, not my people. This is what I tell my subscribers, right, on my videos. Um, State colleges are very competitive to get in. Private colleges are not, right? But private colleges are expensive. So this is what you should do. Whatever you choose to do, whatever's, say, radiology, right? Look at the prerequisites. What do they need? If you can only take one class a semester, two classes, it don't matter. Get them done and apply to that program at your state college. And if you can't get in, then I suggest going to a private college. But the cool thing about that is that all your credits that you did at a state college, they automatically transfer to a private college. You don't have to worry about anything. So that's the best route to go because it's cheaper. So for instance, instead of your private school costing 70,000 for 2 years in radiology is going to cost 35,000. It cuts all that because of the fact that you're taking in prerequisites. So that's something to think about. San Diego. No, man, by the grace of God, dude, my wife don't work. She stays home, my kids, and that's why I'm the provider. That's why I work. That's why I travel, and I try to make the most money possible that I can because of that. But I won't have it any other way, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I try to balance, because I travel 3 days a week. So and 3 days a week, and this is just open. This is not it's not bragging because there's hundreds of people that make way more money than me in the world. But I'm a travel tech, so being a travel tech, I average $2,000 a week, and that's 3 days a week. So I have 4 days off. So I try my best to catch up with my family for 4 days, and work 3 days and enjoy the rest. So I try to balance it the best that I can. But yeah, man, by the grace of God, my wife don't work; she stays home and she takes care of the kids and she takes care of me. So I'm blessed, man. You know what I mean? Marion, whew, I'll be honest with you, man. That's a hard one, and that's very tough. And I'm gonna say it's not possible unless you're a semi-genius. And the reason I say that is because it's really hard to try to focus full time on a full time commitment program, and then try to focus full time at work and try to be a best employee. So that's probably a no. It's probably a no. But what is good thing about any medical field you decide to go to, whether it's radiology, whether it's nursing, as the fact that you can work at the hospital. And what's cool about that is that the hospital, knowing that you're a student for a medical profession, they'll work with you. And sometimes they even have scholarships. So if you work for a hospital and be like, look, I want to be a nurse, they'll be like, okay, we'll send you to nursing school. We'll work around your schedule. We know you need 40 hours to pay your bills. And they'll work with you, man. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of help out there, a lot of possibilities. But it's very tough to try to focus on both. But if you're dedicated and determined, you can get it. San Diego, anytime, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you need some help, man, I'm here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and subscribe to your boy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask. Share. That's it. Nothing crazy. Hi, Stephanie. Yes, I have actually. Um, 3 to 11, Monday through Friday. It was actually a cool shift. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was hard, but it was good. I enjoyed it because I was Monday through Friday and weekends off. But the good and bad things about 3 to 11 is the fact that you get in there when all the day shift is basically tired, right? So you get in there and you're gonna have wrecks. You're gonna have probably like 15 patients to do. But I say by 6 o'clock, you get there at 3. By 6 o'clock, you're all caught up, and then it starts getting a little bit more steady. Um, but it's not a bad shift though. I think it's a nice shift, and all the bosses are gone, so you're kind of like working on your own, and you have your freedom to kind of like work at your own pace instead of having to catch up all the time. Toby. Think I said it right or not. Um, I don't think nursing school is harder than X-ray school, bro. To be honest, I think it's just a toss up, man. I think both schools are hard, man. They both are hard. And nursing, from my understanding, you gotta know a lot. You gotta know all the medicines. You can't, mix two medicines together. You gotta be careful all that. You gotta start IVs. You gotta start. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is the thing about nursing that scares me. I thought about being a nurse for a while, right? But you know what? I can't come to comprehend and kind of understand. And I know it's selfish and kind of like It's not the right thing to think. But I don't know me if I can, start catheters on another human, whether it's female or a male. That's tough, man. You really gotta like really understand, that you have to start catheters on humans, and it's not something easy, and not something I think that I can do. No disrespect, we need nurses. I'm not saying I will never be a nurse, but that kind of always hinders me. Like, oh, just one of those things. But I don't think one's harder than the other. I think they're both equally as hard. As like I said, radiology. People think it's easy, bro. You go in there, you start with 20 students and then you finish with like five because you got to learn radiology physics, you got to learn all the anatomy, all the bones, you got to make sure you go to clinicals on time, pass your clinicals. So it's not easy, man, and no program is easy, so if you see a nurse, if you see whatever, I know I'd make like little things, like little shorts about nurses playing around, but don't ever take me seriously, man. I have a lot of respect for nurses, man. I have a lot of respect for every medical profession because it's not easy, man. For to do what we do, it's not an easy job, but I think they're equally as hard. Um, I don't think the travel market is going anywhere, to be honest, man. I think the travel market has just picked up. COVID changed the game, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. COVID changed the game. Once COVID happened, it changed the process of everybody's thinking, from us as techs to hospitals, how they treat us as techs, as medical professionals, as nurses. Travel's always gonna be there, man. You know what I mean? And even right now, like I was mentioning earlier, everything's so people are living longer. So what's going on with that, which is a beautiful thing, is that they're building more urgent cares, more imaging centers, more hospitals. So they're building all these facilities, and they don't have enough tech. So tech jobs are always going to be there. So it's just travel ain't going over. So don't ever think that. Medical lab tech. Boy, you put me on the spot. I'll be honest with you, man. 100%. If I was to go back, and then go back, right? But if I was to ever go back and start over, I think I would have picked PTA. And the reason I say PTA is that the work-life balance is so much better than radiology. You catch yourself in radiology, chasing the money and liking the money, right? So you get a certain pay when you work 7 to 3:30. Then when you work 3 to 11, you get even more pay, and you work overnight, you get more money, and then we work weekends, you get more money. And you catch yourself trying to catch the money. You know what I'm saying? So, PTA is like the perfect work-life balance, and you still have a big say so on patient care. PTA only works Monday through Friday usually, and they only work usually 8 to 4:30 or 9 to 5:30, and that's it. And you're done. You don't have to worry about being on call. You don't have to worry about working overnight. You don't have to worry about working weekends if you don't want. And they have so much opportunity. Like if you become a PTA, you can work at hospitals, recovery centers, home health, you can work for like sports teams. Like there's so much upside to it. And if you enjoy it, you can, continue going to school and become a full PT and then open up your own facility if you want, because there's no overhead. You know what I mean? Like you are the doctor, you are the person that's in charge, and one day you can open up your own facility. And radiology is hard, man. It's hard to grow that way because um a X-ray machine is 500,000. The pack system that you need to keep all your images is like 40,000 a month. To get a radiologist to read your image, to interpret your image, that's another $300-400 per exam. Like it's a expensive startup. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing, man. And but the work life balance that PTA provides, you can't get that back, man. You can't get time back. And if you're not married yet, one day you want to get married, have kids. You want to have that good work life balance. You don't want to miss out on anything. So I would say PTA, man, just to keep it 100. San Diego, retirement these days, bro, is everywhere, man. It doesn't matter. Like back then, in retirement in small hospitals, you had like the state retirement, which means that if you stayed there 20 or 30 years, you got state retirement for life. Now everything's 401k. So that doesn't even matter anymore, bro. You can work 10 years in one place, transfer your 401k to another place 10 years, transfer that 401k here. So it's however you want to do it, man. Don't ever think you got to stay someplace 20 years. You don't have to do that. Too cool. What's going on, man? Got accepted to community college at the rate 10%. Prerequisites, no time waited a year. Got accepted. Question: should I enroll at or for-profit schools? Should I enroll at a for-profit school? That's that's the hard part, man. It all depends how fast you want to get it done. If you're young, I don't know your age. Oh, sorry, I just read it. Um, That's the problem. You know, private schools are so expensive, man. They're so expensive now. I went to a private school back then. It was like 15 years ago. And when I went, I paid 15,000, right? So I thought it was a lot of money. Like, oh my God, 15,000. But now, bro, private schools are like 50,000, 70,000. But it's good that you're going to a state college, getting your prerequisites, then going to a private college. I would say yes. I'll say it's worth it, man, because then you're not paying the whole 70, you're probably paying like 35, maybe 40. And you can, I mean, I don't know your situation, living situation, but you can pay that pretty easy if you're smart and if you start traveling. Like the money's there to be made. So yeah, I think it's fine. San Diego, one thing I heard about PTA was that the insurance is not paying as much and it's affecting the job market. Physical therapy last Friday and they are chilling watching the game. Yeah, man, don't believe that, man. I mean, they're always saying crazy things about every job possible out there. Oh, there's gonna be oh, AI is gonna take over. Like, bro, if you understood what we do on a daily basis as far as like radiology, nursing, PTA, medical assistants, CNAs, you think a robot's gonna do all that? Like, nah, bro. Like, they need us. They need us people to be at a job site for the whole time, man. So don't ever feel like those jobs are there. I know friends that have been PTAs for years. They never hesitate to get a job. There's jobs here, jobs there. They even the PTAs can even travel, bro. You know what I'm saying? So don't let that fall on your head, man. But it's a chill job. Look at them, like you said, bro. They're watching football, watching a game on the clock. Like what? Like what other jobs do that? And then you go home at 4:30, hit the gym, you can chill. And San Diego, I don't know if you're young, I don't know how old you are, bro, but that's another good thing about PTA is that not if you're in shape, but if you want to get in shape too, even if you're not in shape, you know, you're a PTA, so you can always go to school and get your what's it called, the personal trainer, and they're gonna trust you, bro, because you're like, man, this dude's a PTA. He works with patients all the time. I trust him. I'm gonna let him do, become my personal trainer because I trust him because he works with the muscles all the time. So that's a side hustle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ponte las pilas. Nah, I'm just playing. I don't know, but yeah, that can work though, bro. What helped you pass the X-ray school? Oh, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I guess you watched my video. Yeah, I was a correction officer, man. I couldn't pass the correction officer college. I don't know what, bro. I don't know. I think Jesus had me in a different path, bro. He's like, you know what, man? Your personality, the way you are, you don't even fit in the prison. That's not even for you. You know what I'm saying? I was letting them. I mean, they're already in jail, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they were smoking in the back. I'm like, man, you can't smoke. If you catch an inmate smoking back there, you had to take him to the hole and all that. I'm not gonna do that, bro. You're already in the hole. I was just too nice, man. And God just had different plans for me, bro. And that's why I passed. That's why I think I passed X-ray school rather than the correction officer school because my heart wasn't in corrections and my heart was more in helping people. Instead of like putting them down and they're already down. I don't know. San Diego, I appreciate that, my boy. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I started an Instagram page too, man. I don't know if I try to put it on my videos, but just type in the X-Ray Zone on Instagram, bro. I drop videos on there. And if you need like one-on-one knowledge, like I'm doing now, I can send voice messages on there. So I try to help you guys, man. Just hit my DMs on there. And I started I got a TikTok out there too, bro. Go follow my TikTok, man. You know what I'm saying? Just for fun. Go follow it. I think it's Juan dash Rad Tech and it's like Juan Hernandez 863, I think, 862, something like that. You'll see this face right there, bro. Just go ahead and follow me on there. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate all the love. I appreciate y'all. Josue, nah, man. Nursing replaced by AI, man. How? I mean, I don't know if you're in the medical field, if you know a little bit about it, bro, but nurses do way, way too much, man, for AI to ever take over, bro. And if they do, man, our world's in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because that, I don't even think that. I don't think we ever see that in our lifetime, to be honest. I don't think we should worry about AI, And even though AI is scary and they know a lot and it's smart systems, But nah, man, we do way too much in the medical field, bro, to be kind of like just taken over from one day to the next. I don't think it'll happen. Too cool. And it's a hard job, bro. To work as a CEO is hard, man. I got friends that stayed on there, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Sometimes I kind of get jealous, man, because they be making bank. Depends what county you're working, right? So, I have a couple of friends that work in West Palm at Palm Beach State. Not Palm Beach State, but Palm Beach County. And bro, when I say they make money, they make money. Like, but they live there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they live their money through Sunday through Sunday. But bro, they back in like 190K a year. 190K a year. That's crazy money, bro. But at the same time, and you have to like, you don't have to love what you do, but you at least have to enjoy it. And when I talk to them, bro, they're like, just like, I hate being in here. You're stuck with inmates all day. You know what I'm saying? And I just couldn't do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they do make great bank. Toby, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. That means a lot to me, man. And bro, when I change, bro, that's all. You can do it. Only you can do it for you. Let's put it that way. Only you can change your life for you, man. If you want it bad enough, bro, you can. You're still young. You're 37, bro. I'm 42. You're 37. I'm 42, and I still have goals. I'm not even content on where I'm at. I feel like I can do way more than what I'm doing now. So it's never too late, bro. It's okay to have goals and to do things, man. Then it's never too late. You're never not worthy of it. Let's put it that way. A lot of people don't follow their dreams or their goals because they feel like, oh, I'm not smart enough, or I don't deserve it, or like. But once you change your mindset, man, everything else changes, and you can do it. Marion, I think PTAs do earn a little less than radiology techs, and the job market is not bad. Is not as great as radiology, but it's still you still get a job. Like they're not like low, like they're not you want this put it this way. If you go to school for it, you're gonna find a job. You will. Him. Hello. Welcome. Xavier Williams. Have I heard? I heard it's hard. I guess. I guess they made it a little harder to get into programs now. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I don't know why they make it so hard at a state college. You know what I mean? Like, I guess what makes it hard to get into state college too is teachers. There's not enough teachers out there. Because somebody's gonna come in, they didn't come in. I don't know. But anyway, there's not enough teachers out there, bro. So what happens too is that they can only take so many students at a state college. So they're like, you know what? I guess that's to make it hard. But you go to a private college, everybody's accepted. So you could do that. I know it's expensive though. But yeah, I went like I said, when I went to radiology school 18 years ago, I went to a private school and I don't regret it, but back then it wasn't as expensive, but now private schools are really expensive. But in order for you to get to where you got to be, then it's worth it. It's worth it. If it's worth it for you, then it's worth it. Don't worry about what everybody else says. Oh, you crazy paying 80,000? That is a lot of money. But at the end of the day, if it makes you happy and is going to reach your goals, then go for it. But yeah, whoever stopped out here, man, thank you for the questions, man. I like helping people, man, for real. I like giving y'all knowledge and support. And I had this when I was trying to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was trying to go to X-ray school and stuff back then. I didn't know what I got myself into. I enjoy it now. Like this is all I know, so I know what I'm doing. But I didn't. There was no YouTube back then, man. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have no kind of knowledge about it. I didn't know what to pick. I just was like, I'm tired of working these dead end jobs. I'm tired of not being respected. Put some respect on my name. So I went to school. You know what I'm saying? That's why I did it. I didn't know what X-ray was. I thought it was manly. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to X-ray. I'm gonna take pictures. And I was like, oh, we got to do what? Burying enemas? Oh, yeah, we do that, bro. Interventional radiology is more. They put like catheter like stents and stuff in the heart. It's a year longer, and it's usually on-the-job training. The difference between that and a rad tech is that there's a couple of things. For one, is the radiation exposure is a lot more. They're like constantly being radiated, and you're constantly really exposed to radiation. You have to wear a lead a lot, like this little thing right here. You have to wear that all day, 16 hours. That's hard. You're on call all the time. And that's it basically. On call all the time, a lot of radiation, but you get paid very well. So pick your poison, I guess. Oh, my pleasure, Toby. Anytime, man. Anytime. Thank you for stopping by here. Thank you for saying what's up to your boy. Appreciate you. I don't take enemas, but we still do enemas. Yeah, that's just part of the job. You know, I don't do it. Yeah, man. I thought by now it would have been Sting, but now player. They still there. They still there. They still do 'em. That's it, Josh. What's going on, Josh? Is it Josue? I think that's good, bro. I think that's a smart way of doing it because, you know, I think EMTs become awesome nurses because bro, when you're the first one that arrives on the scene, so you get to see a lot of gruesome stuff and you get to know how to like good patient care skills, IV skills. So that's a perfect way of